back to Reactions That Rock from the Raw Botanics studio. That's right, I have a sponsor. And if you want to check out some really, really great healing hemp and mushroom blends, you can check out the link below. Spoiler alert, I may get a penny or two if you do buy something, and that's how affiliate links work. Yay for capitalism. That being said, awesome stuff. I've been sleeping better, and I have a lot more energy than I used to. Look, I don't look as tired either. So it's working for me. Maybe you should check it out. If not, that's okay too. It's not going to make me cry like everything else I've ever heard from James Blunt, but we'll go from there. Anyway, I was told maybe this is a funny song or a good song or a song that will warm my heart or a song that will at least not leave me in a pile on the bottom of my shower just crying to myself all night long. So that's what we're looking forward to. You don't want to see that image. I don't want to see that image. Without further ado, let's just jump right into it. Recommended song, James Blunt, Bartender. And somebody said it's funny or at least has a nice, refreshing edge to it. And that is what I'm hoping for. Do not make me cry. It sounds kind of cryy.
It's a little after midnight, there's a couple in the corner, and I wonder what he said because she's crying. And I guess they won't remember when they wake up in the morning with a headache from the whiskey and the wine. I know that I've said things I regret when I'm sober, cause we always hurt the ones we love the most. I messed up and I know it. If I hurt you, girl, I'm sorry, but it's good to see the girl I used to know. We could dance, but I can't dance. Maybe we could stick to holding hands. Or should we raise a glass and forget the past? If we keep on drinking, we gon' fall back in love. So fill it up, fill it up.
Okay, I like that James was the bartender. That's fun. And I like that this picks up a little bit. Usually James would be the one crying in the corner, from what I've come to understand. So this has a little bit of a twist. He seems to kind of be the omnipresent one in the room, instead of going through the emotions himself as he's watching the couple in the booth in the corner make all their bad decisions. I dig that. I can get on board with that. I thought it was going to get a little scary there in the emotions department, but it seems upbeat now. He's talking about drinking a little more and having more conversation and falling back in love. There's nothing wrong with that. That works for me, unless, of course, falling in love is the scary, sad part. Bum, bum, bum. Just kidding.
If we keep on drinking, we gon' fall back in love. So fill it up, fill it up. We must not be thinking, cause we can't get enough. So fill it up, fill it up. Future, we don't wanna reminisce because we both know it was me who got it wrong. But fuck, it's good to see you. You look awesome and I miss you, baby. Listen on and playing our song.
I'm gonna adjust myself just here, get a little more comfortable, get the camera right there in my face, and be like, did James Blunt just say the F word again? Man, I try so hard not to use profanity on these, and James Blunt is just dropping them left and right. Things must be different over there in the UK, James. UK here means you can't, improperly spelled, swear. Or you can, but the monetization. But that's not why I'm doing this. I'm just doing this for fun. In case you haven't noticed. Yeah, this is fun for me, and I'm digging it. So much so that we're going to go hear the profanity again.
Talk about a future, we don't want to reminisce because we both know it was me who got it wrong. But fuck, it's good to see you. You look awesome and I miss you, baby. Listen on and playing our song. We could dance, but I can't dance. Maybe we could stick to holding hands. And let's raise a glass and forget the past. If we keep on drinking, we gon' fall back in love. So fill it up, fill it up. We must not be thinking, cause we can't get enough. So fill it up, fill it up. Bartender, can you pour some love? Bartender, can you pour some love? You still blow my mind, and it's closing time. Back to yours or mine. After all this time, after all this time. If we keep on drinking, we gon' fall back in love. So fill it up, fill it up. We must not be thinking, cause we can't get enough.
That's a different girl.
Fill it up. Bartender, can you pour some love? Bartender, can you pour some keep on drinking, we gon' fall back in love. So fill it up, fill it up.
Yeah, it didn't work out in the end now, did it? Okay, here's the problem that I already have with like happy, upbeat, like positive James Blunt that doesn't make me cry, is that song is going to be in my head for weeks, if not months. I'm going to be driving to work just singing that in my head over and over and over again. I'm going to be in the shower, and instead of weeping on the floor like a pile of wet laundry, I'm going to be singing that in my freaking head and possibly out loud. I'm going to be mowing the lawn. We can work it out. Oh my God, it's going to be a mess. It's a nightmare. James Blunt, I don't know how you do it, but when you don't get me in the emotions, you crawl into my brain like an RFK brain worm and you nestle in there. What's that? You didn't hear about the brain? We're not going politics. Anyway, it's just going to be in there forever. Oh, and that's maybe not a bad thing. Fun tune. I dig it. It's so funny. If for those of you that have joined me on the James Blunt journey here, I could not stand anything about the man, which is not fair because I didn't know anything about the man, but You're Beautiful had wrecked me for James Blunt for 20 years or however long it's been. Then I find out like he was a badass like tank commander or something in the military. Can I say I can swear now, right? Because he already broke the rules. No, I'm not gonna do it. He was like some badass tank captain or something. I don't remember. Like a one-man wrecking crew, like European Rambo, just flying in there by himself and just murdering everybody. I don't know the whole stories, but seriously, he's a bigger badass than I'll ever be, even if he's putting out such soft sing-songy songs. So respect, man. Absolute respect for James Blunt. I don't think there's a human being in the history of the world that has taken me from hating them to liking them as much as James Blunt. And it's all because of me. It's my own fault. So if James Blunt and I have anything in common, it's my own fault, and maybe I'll fall back in love with James Blunt music. Fair enough? You see how we wrap that up? That was just this little brain just putting that all together. It's a frightening world I live in, but man, is it delightful. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the thumbs, hit the subscribe button, because, I mean, you know you want to anyway. You took one look at this and was like, I need to see more. I get it. And I will see you on the next one. Thank you so much for hanging out, and good morning, good night, good afternoon, good whatever the hell time it is that you watch this. Bye-bye.